I served my brother the store brand in the name brand box and he raved. So my brother Dylan has this whole thing about food. He's 34, he lives in a nicer part of town than me, and somewhere in the last few years he decided that being able to afford the expensive version of everything is basically his personality. Coffee, olive oil, ketchup, whatever. If it's the cheap one, he can taste it. He'll tell you. He'd come over and I'd offer him a soda and he'd go, "Is this the real stuff or the store one?" And I'd say, "It's fine, it's cola," and he'd take one sip and go, "Yeah, no, this is the fake one. The corn syrup's different," and he'd set it down every time, like I'd tried to poison him. The one that got me was the coffee. I buy the big can of the store brand because I go through it fast and honestly I can't tell the difference. Dylan came by one Sunday, I made him a cup and he did the sip and the face and he goes, "Man, you gotta stop buying the bargain bin stuff. It's like drinking dirt. Life's too short." And he actually poured it out in my sink in front of me. So I let it go for like a year. And then my wife's cousin had a baby shower and Dylan was there and he did the whole routine in front of my in-laws about how he just has a really sensitive palate and how most people can't tell but he can, and everybody kind of laughed and nodded and I sat there thinking, okay, I'm gonna find out. Here's what I did. I kept the empty name brand coffee can, the good one, the one he swears by, and the next time I bought the store brand, I just filled the name brand can with it, poured the cheap grounds right into the fancy tin, and pressed the lid back on. That's it. That's the whole plan. Couple weeks later, he comes over to watch the game. I make coffee. I make it from the can on the counter, which he can see, which says the good brand right on it. I hand him the mug, he takes a sip, and he closes his eyes, and he goes, "See this? This is what I'm talking about. You can actually taste it, right? It's so much smoother." I said, "Yeah?" He goes, "Night and day, man. This is the difference. I keep telling you." He takes another sip. "You finally listened." I said, "Glad you like it," and I let him have 3 more cups over the afternoon. Every single one, he made a little comment. "So clean. You can tell it's real beans." At one point, he told my wife, who was standing right there. He finally upgraded. Took him long enough. I nodded along the whole time. My wife had to leave the room because she knew. She'd watched me fill the can. So the game ends, and he's getting his shoes on, and he's still going, and he says, "Do me a favor, keep buying this one. I'll actually drink coffee at your place now." And I said, "It's the store brand, Dylan." He kind of laughed. "No, it's not. It's in the... I put the cheap grounds in the good can 2 weeks ago. Everything you drank today is the $4 one you poured in my sink last year." He stopped with one shoe on. He looked at the can on the counter. He picked it up like the can was gonna explain something to him. "You're messing with me." "I'm not. Same coffee you said tasted like dirt. You had 4 cups. You told Rachel I upgraded." And he goes, "Well, it's how you made it. You made it stronger this time." I said, "I made it the exact same way I always do." He put the can down. His face was doing this thing where he wanted to argue, but there wasn't anywhere to go. He goes, "Okay, but that's one brand. That doesn't mean anything. You poured it in my sink, man. You did the face. You told the whole baby shower you have a sensitive palate. I do have a sensitive palate. You just drank the sink coffee 4 times and asked me to keep buying it." He grabbed his jacket. He said, "You're being weird about this. It's not that deep." And he left with one comment on the way out, which was, "You could have just told me you switched brands." He texted me that night. Didn't apologize. Just said, "For the record, I still think the name brand is better. Today was a fluke." I sent him a photo of the store brand bag sitting next to the empty name brand can. He's brought his own thermos to my place every visit since.